Greetings, everyone. My name is Dr. Marcia Derby Davis. I am an educator and also the founder of Saharia Body, Mind, and Spirit. At Saharia Body, Mind, and Spirit, we empower and guide professional Black women who have journeyed through challenging experiences in their personal and in their professional lives, helping them to transcend their challenges and embrace their full potential. So, welcome again to the Wellness Corner. And this is a safe space where we discuss all things wellness. This is a safe space where your voices are heard and valued because in this space, we believe that every woman deserves to thrive. So, in tonight's podcast, we're going to talk about a very sensitive topic, a topic that is near and dear to my heart. And the title of the topic is When a Mother Refuses to Celebrate Her Daughter's Success. And I'm going to provide some strategies or some tips on how to move forward on your journey of healing towards holistic wellness. And as I said before, this is a very sensitive topic. And I recorded this topic a couple of times, and I just felt like it was a bit scripted because, I had a few notes just to guide the discussion. And after listening to it, I just felt like it wasn't true and authentic to the message that I wanted to deliver to you. So I'm going to allow Spirit to guide me, and I'm going to speak from the heart. And this podcast is not intended to cause blame or cause harm to anyone, any mother, ex mother, or mothers especially. The intent of this podcast is to shed light on the topic so that those who hear the topic may be inspired and realize that they're not suffering alone. So, together as a collective, we can help to educate, empower, and uplift each other. And for those of you in the listening audience who may not have experienced this phenomena, as I would call it, I would encourage you to hold space for us as we take a deeper dive into the topic. So, once again, welcome. So, when we think about a mother daughter relationship, we think about a relationship in which there is love, there's support. And we're not saying that the relationship is perfect because I really don't believe there are no perfect relationship. But there is a special bond between a mother and daughter. And when my daughter Lucy was alive, um, she was my best friend. I can't say we agreed on everything. We loved each other. We had our arguments. We had our ups and downs, but we had this special bond, a bond that only a mother and daughter could share. So, in thinking about this topic, when a mother refuses to celebrate her daughter's success, I have discussed this topic with several of my colleagues who have experienced the same phenomena. And we have spent time countless hours trying to understand how could a mother not celebrate her daughter's success? How could a mother sabotage her daughter's success? So, in thinking about that, we have to really kind of look at the experiences of the mother. And we have to kind of understand that mothers were not given a script to guide them on the journey of motherhood. Some mothers did not have the love, the guidance, and the support in their personal life. And because they lacked the love, the guidance, the support, they are not able to give that support to their daughters. So, I guess let me make it a little bit more personal and kind of share my personal experience in this. I am from Caribbean descent and I have a very Jamaican mother. And again, this is in no way uh, uh, an attempt to dishonor my mother, but it's my attempt to just share my story and the stories of other daughters that have experienced this phenomena. So, when I began my professional journey to becoming a nurse, my mother was a single mother. She raised 5 children on her own. Um, as a divorced mother, struggling, growing up in Jamaica, she got pregnant, I think around 17, with her first child, which was me. And she came to America and with her husband, who filed for her to come to the US. And she started her family, and later she sent for me and my brother. So, looking back at her story back in the 50s, I guess at that time, there was a, I guess what I said, an opportunity for young people, again, don't quote me on this, but this is my understanding, to travel from Jamaica to England because Jamaica is a British colony. And so there was a lot of migration to England. And my mother, my grand aunt, was in England and she sent for my mother to come to England where she would continue her education because my mother was very bright. But at the time when she sent for my mother, from what I understand, she was pregnant with me, and so therefore she lost that opportunity to go to England and pursue her studies. And I only share that with you because that is the backdrop of the story. So, because she was not able to pursue her studies to go to England, her life took a different path. She became a single mother. And then she also had my brother in Jamaica. So now she had 2 children in Jamaica. She met her husband. He came to America. And after a while, he filed for her. And then we also came to the US. So that is the backstory of this. So coming to the US now, my mother, as a young woman, did not have the educational background that she desired or would have had she not had have children at a young age. So she was not able to pursue her dream of becoming a nurse or a teacher. So we'll leave that in that space over there. So let's move forward. So growing up now, my story is that after high school, I went to college and I obtained an associate degree in nursing. And my mother celebrated that accomplishment, and she came to my graduation. My graduation was out of state in Tennessee, and she drove to my graduation and she brought her friends and my younger siblings, and that was a moment that my professional, or at the beginning of my professional journey, it was celebrated because they came and they celebrated me. And I was so honored and I was so grateful to have my mother, my siblings, and her friends at my graduation. Now, I guess moving forward, this is a celebration that a daughter expects to receive from her mother. But what happens when a mother does not celebrate her daughter's success? As I progressed in my professional career, I decided to move on some years later after I had my children to obtain my bachelor's degree. And I remember that as a working mother, working as a nurse and raising children and tagging my children behind me to go get to college, to the university, and being told by my professor, you can't bring your kids to school. We are not here to babysit you. But through those challenges, I was able to be resilient. I was able to push forward. And finally, the day arrived that I was going to graduate from the university with my Bachelor's of Science degree in nursing. On the graduation date, and I told my mother, I'm going to graduate. This is the date. And she said that she could not make it because it was too far. I was heartbroken. I couldn't believe a local graduation 30 minutes from my house, which I even offered to pick her up. She was not able or willing to celebrate my success. Again, fast forward. Now I'm still working. I have this great bachelor's degree and I'm still working, and some years go by in my life, and now my colleague, my good friend, Dr. Lolita McCarthy, I'm sure she would not mind me mentioning her name because we went to high school together. We've been lifelong friends. We went back to school as single mothers again because now I had a divorce, and we pushed forward together. And here was another major milestone in my life. Again, I invited my mother to my graduation. And of course, there was another excuse why she couldn't attend. Okay. Again, I was resilient. I made it through that experience with my friends and we celebrated. And now here comes the big one. I am working towards a doctorate degree. The biggest career accomplishment, the biggest career accomplishment of my life. And through the process of 4 years, my mother goes radio silence. Not a word. Not a how are you doing in the PhD program. And if there was any communication, it was more on a negative tone. Oh, so you think you're going to be a doctor, huh? And those were the comments. And so for 4 years I struggled through this program, highly intensive program. And here comes the big day, graduation, from a doctorate program. My children are there. My fiance, who's now my husband, is there. And we're so excited. My friends are there. This is a big moment. You're getting a doctorate degree. Again, how far was the university from my house? 30, 40 minutes. My mother did not show up. I had a graduation dinner at my house. My mother did not show up. Where was my mother? Why did she not show up? Why was it so hard for her to celebrate my success? This is your daughter who finally, after many years of having challenges in her life too, was able to be resilient and push forward and obtain this degree. And yet, you refuse to celebrate my success. Yet you refuse to stand by my side as my mother to say, hey, this is my daughter. And so I'm so proud of her. Those are the words that a daughter wants to hear from their mother. This is my daughter, and I'm so proud of you. And those words, unfortunately, I never heard. And so for years, I pondered this and I kept this in silence, and just certain things you don't talk about because it is not normal. The normal is to have a mother that celebrates your success, to have a mother that supports you, to have a mother that has your back, to stand by your side. And for some daughters, this is not the case. The case is the mother's role is to put you down. The mother's role is to sabotage your success. The mother's role is to never acknowledge your success. And this can be such a hurtful situation. This is a situation that can scar you emotionally. So, how do you move forward when your very own mother does not celebrate your success? How do you move forward when your mother's role is to sabotage your success? After years and years of really working on myself and going through my own personal healing journey, one of the things I would encourage you to do if you are experiencing this is practice forgiveness. And this is a hard one. It is easier to hold on to resentment. It is easier to hold on to the hurt. It is easier to hold on to the pain of unforgiveness. But I'm telling you, when you hold on to that pain, when you hold on to unforgiveness, when you hold on to resentment, it will eat away at it'll eat away at you like a cancer. So what does forgiveness mean? Forgiveness means that I am forgiving you for the pain. I am forgiving you for not supporting me. I'm forgiving you for not being there and giving me the emotional support that I need. I understand that you did the best that you could with the information that you were provided with. You did the best that you could as a mother, and you gave what you could. And that's all. So I am forgiving you for not supporting me. I'm forgiving you for not being there for me. Even if you don't deserve to be forgiven, but I'm forgiving you because I deserve to be free. So if you want to be free of your pain, if you want to be free of the hurt, if you want to be free of the resentment, you have to learn to forgive your mother. You have to learn to release that. And in that forgiveness, it does not mean that the behavior was okay. It does not mean that you're accepting that behavior as normal. It means that now you have a deeper awareness of some of the challenges that your mother may have faced. You have a deeper awareness that your mother is dealing with her own issues, and that is her own journey. And so, because you want to be free on your journey, because you want to experience more love, more joy, more peace in your journey, you have to let that go. Just let it go. You can't change people. If your mother decides that she will never support you moving forward, it's okay. Continue to love her and forgive her because you deserve to be free. The second challenge, the second strategy I would encourage you to do is surround yourself with people who celebrate you. I had to learn to do that. I know we all seek external validation from the people we love, but true happiness comes from within. So instead of sitting around and waiting and suffering and hoping that your mother is going to come around and realize what a wonderful daughter you are and how successful you are and share your story of success with the world, this may not happen. But there are people who celebrate you. There are people who are happy for you. There are people who are going to raise their pom poms for you. Surround yourself with those people. And the ones that don't celebrate you, separate yourself from them. Find your tribe. Even if that tribe only includes a few people, find your tribe. The tribe that celebrates your success. This is your tribe. This will help provide you with the external validation that you are not going to get from your mother. And the third tip that I would share with you is practice self care and empathy. Be kind to yourself. Incorporate things in your life that support self care, whether it is getting a massage every month or taking a walk in the park every day or practicing mindfulness and meditation, dancing, laughing, whatever it is, practice self care. Nurture yourself. Remember, self care is not selfish, it is necessary. And I thought it was three, but I guess there's four. Practice gratitude. Include a gratitude practice in your daily routine. You can have a gratitude jar, you can have a gratitude journal. Each day, think about the things that you are grateful for. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. Not everyone is going to be there to celebrate your journey of professional success. Even the ones that are near and dear to your heart, like your family, your friends, and even your mother. If your mother refused to celebrate your success, remember that your success is not dependent on her validation of you. You are special. You are beautiful. You are a successful woman. Move forward. knowing that there is a tribe that celebrates you. There is a tribe that is here to empower you on your journey. At Zaharia Body, Mind, and Spirit, we provide a safe space where your voice is heard and valued. We provide holistic coaching to help you on your healing journey, to help nurture your body, your mind, and your spirit so that you can become the best version of yourself, so that you can thrive. So, in reflection and in conclusion, when I look back on my journey, I have a choice. I can choose to continue to be bitter at my mother. I can choose to continue to be angry at her. But I know that would not change the situation. Instead, I am choosing forgiveness. I am releasing that expectation of her, knowing that she did the best she could. She did not get a script on this journey. She did the best she could with the information that she was provided. And in terms of gratitude, I am grateful for the experience because I can now share my story, my journey with you in hopes that it can help you as you navigate this challenging experience of trying to understand why your mother does not celebrate your success. So here we are moving towards the end of this podcast. If you have any questions or would like me to discuss any topics, difficult topics, of course, please send me a healing. Send me a healing. Please send me an email at myhealing@zaharia.com. I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful for the space, and I'm so grateful to be in a space where I can share with you, a space that is not filled with shame, a space that is not filled with judgment, but a space where our voices can be heard and valued. I thank you for being here. I honor you. May all your days be filled with loving light. Namaste.